Alright, I'm about to open up an electric siphon pot, otherwise known as a vacuum pot, or siphon coffee maker, probably be a better term. And just so you know, if I'm looking at my phone, I am monitoring the video here. I could focus on that box, or something over there, or myself, but it'll probably wander on its own. So anyway, let me begin by opening this. Might not be able to see the way I have it set up here. In the box, of course. Alright, let me open that. Let's leave it up there. Free glass teapot. Something else it looks like they're promoting. Looks like I get a spoon. So this is from Queen Sense. I wasn't even sure exactly what it was I was getting. It was from Amazon and it said Syphon coffee pot. I forget exactly what indication it gave me. All I knew I was getting an electric siphon pot. There's a user manual that I just showed you. Looks like a scoop. Looks like I get a little brush too. This might require some maintenance. I'm trying to focus in on that brush. And I'll probably just set this down. That's what it looks like in there. Pull this out of here. Hopefully don't break something. What's the glass? What do you know? Of course it is. Stay. Here's the two parts of the glass. We don't want this rolling, so daughter's wishing me a happy Father's Day. Nice. Very nice. Let's put the box aside for now. Unwrap some of this goodness. There's the base. Try to keep all the plastic and stuff in the box. Everything, in case I want to return it, which I do not believe I'll want to unless this is totally doesn't function or something. So there's the base to it. Again, what am I unboxing exactly? The Queen Sense Syphon Coffee Maker CM0601. And yes, I had to read that. It was the more affordable one on Amazon that looked like you could actually operate it without too much hassle. Bodum had one that looked nice too. That was a stove pot. I'm not sure if I should be plugging this in yet, but yeah, it does power on. Oh, there's a power button, so I assume that's all good to just plug it in, because it's not, it turned itself off after I plugged it in. But initially, yeah, it had a little display going there. So I take it that's the base, and yeah, there's a heating element or something, or contact point. I do believe that's the heating element. Probably interfaces, of course, with that. I don't have a free hand here to try to focus in on that. But you already seen that. This looks really nice. It sits down on there really snug. We'll unwrap this guy. Don't want any surprises here. Yep, there's a couple things in here wrapped all nice. And this is there's a filter in there. I think my video's lagging behind the one I'm monitoring anyway. And this clips on somehow. Very carefully set that in there. Might have to do a little research before I actually try to do anything with this. So that's the unboxing video. That looks like I wouldn't want to break it. It looks a little bit fragile. But we'll make some coffee, maybe splice this video together with it. I'll hopefully figure that out real quick here. Thanks for watching. Might be back. Alright. I got myself a vacuum coffee maker, or it's called a Syphon coffee maker. Maybe it's also called a Syphon pot. It's an electric one, so let me see if I can get this to work. I got some things kind of pre-set up. Like I'm not going to try to pour water into that little tiny opening there. So I got 20 ounces of water, filtered water, ready to go in here. So let's hope I do this right. And I'm also recording an actual video at the same time. So Facebook Live and my camera. Get it out of the way. So I got a couple different angles here going on. Alright, that's 20 ounces of water. That fills it up to the 5 cup line. I'm a little confused because even though it says 5 cups there on the instructions, it just references 2 cups and 3 cups. 3 cups at 15 ounces, so I guess 5 more ounces I get 5 cups. So that's kind of weird, but there is a 5 cup mark right there, so hopefully I'm not filling it up too much. So this handy deal here, I'm gonna, before I put that on there, I think I'm gonna go ahead and add, well, since this isn't probably that stable, maybe I'll put that on right now. Alright. So they provided a scoop for me. I was thinking of just like pouring it in there, but yeah, maybe not. The only thing I didn't unwrap yet. I normally don't even bother with scoops, but in this case, maybe I will. And I'm not sure how high my Facebook Live video is, if you can even see me scooping that in there. I think you can. You know what, I'm just going to pour it in. That's what I usually do. I kind of used a weird ratio. They recommended 1:16 ratio in grams, or whatever unit you're measuring with. I did 1:17.5. I might actually take that out and shake it up just a little bit. I don't know if that matters, but probably just get more coffee grounds everywhere. Okay, so it's got to be in there secure. I pressed down pretty hard. I'm surprised they gave me this, I don't know if that's what you'd say, it's metal, but it feels kind of hard, and they actually recommend you stir with that. I'm surprised they do that with glass, but okay. I guess we're going to turn it on, and then I think you press select for auto or manual. I think that's later. Well, power. Press the power button 2 times. I knew I read that. So now we're in business. And by the way, I used Columbia single origin. I don't know. I got a couple different angles here to consider. So that's what I did there. It's from a local roastery. Okay. It looks like it's trying to do something. It didn't really say you had to cover this. In fact, it recommended, I think, that you stir, but I'll cover it for now. Yep, the heater will begin, the heater will begin working, and LCD will display a flashing dash moving around the display, indicating the heater is on. About 2 minutes later, the water will rise up through the siphon tube into the upper tank. So that's what it's doing, there's a little dash moving around here. And yes, I do see some bubbles forming. See how my Facebook Live is doing here. How are y'all doing out there? I think I'm still alive. Yep, hi Lori. This will be very interesting. Now I've seen another guy operate one of these, and it did take a while for it to heat up and to siphon the water up there. For him it did. Now I have a choice to make later on at step number 6, whether I want to let it, when it's up here, let it go down, suck it back down automatically or manually. Automatically as it counts down 60 seconds and then shuts itself off. Manually as it counts up, and then I decide when enough is enough. If that makes any sense. I think I'll do manually. After all the water settles into the upper tank, press the function button to choose manual function. The LCD will display 0, 1 and begin counting upward as the brewing process takes place. When you feel the coffee is at its optimum, press the power button to turn the machine off. So it would be a very bad time to press the function button, I assume. Although I don't actually see a function button. See power and select. Yeah, it's starting to get hot. I don't know if Facebook Live people would want to see this. Probably shouldn't be moving this. Get a little better view for them. Only I think the grounds are starting to get wet. This is a hard... I'm not sure what it's made out of. It feels a little softer than metal. See, yeah, it's starting to go in there. They recommended I do a little quick stir. So there's that. It's definitely starting to go up. I really don't want that touching that part. Whoa! Don't run over. Okay. It didn't really say how long to let it do that. After all the water settles into the upper tank, press the function button to choose manual function. Or I could do auto. Now there's going to be a little bit of water down here in the lower tank. When you feel the coffee is at its optimum, so it lets you decide. It didn't really provide any guidance on how long to kind of let that do its thing up there. I'll probably give it like another 30 seconds. Okay. I'll give it another quick stir. Wish I would have checked a little more into how long I'm supposed to let it sit there and boil. Probably not that long, so I'm going to go with manual. So now it's counting up. So it's going to slowly stop getting so hot, cool down, and then it's going to suck its way down. Very interesting. I think 20 ounces pretty much matches this thing out. But that's pretty much all I drink, so it's perfect for me. Boy, that's pretty close to going over. Maybe I will cover that up. But I really don't want to get that all messed up. I probably need something to hold that when it does go down. Got something wrong here because this Oh, I can press the power button. Okay. That's the part I forgot about. Because it's manual mode. So I did about 90 some seconds. So I probably over extracted this a little bit. I only did about 30 seconds longer than they did. No, I did it quite a bit longer because I think once it was up there at all, I was supposed to begin the count down or the count up. So yeah, this is probably a little bit strong. I understand it now. So once that coffee was up there, I didn't have to wait for which mode to go into, whether it was manual or auto. It would have done it for 60 seconds. Had I chosen that, but I probably should have went into that mode a little sooner. It should be alright. Sucking it back down. And this lid also serves as a holder for this top tank when I'm done. Well, it's going to be pretty well extracted. I bet it'll be okay. Get my cream out of the fridge. And it'll suck that bugger dry. Not literally, but I might just pour that directly into my Yeti. That'll ruin my moment. I like porcelain. Alright. I think that's pretty well sucked out of there. You don't really want to touch that. This is kind of the awkward part, is trying to get this out of here. Supposedly that just sits on that stand there, which makes me a little nervous. Let's see. Not much to pour from here, but it pours fine. That's good. That's different. I could taste the difference there. Actually, I think most of that's just due to the roastery. The fresh coffee, it was roasted May 29th. Well, that's a pretty good time. But no, I had some drip coffee from this before. It was very good. This is, I can't describe the difference really. Hot, for one. That's the part I think I like the most. I could almost drink that black, and I usually don't do that. So, let me see what I think if I add a little bit of something. This is like a heat sink if I stir with a spoon. I'm not even sure if Facebook can see me. Hi. You know, that's some good coffee. My goodness. I wouldn't worry about, just about knock that. Kind I pivoted there. Probably didn't need to be on there that long, but it doesn't taste over extracted or anything. I almost wonder if I didn't ruin it with sugar, but no, it tastes good. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching, guys.